So when you're buying a car and you call your insurance agent, what should you be talking to them about? Well, from the attorney's point of view, you need to be making sure that you're getting enough insurance to pay the loan off when you get the car. Cars today and trucks are so much more expensive than they were just 5 years ago. And if you're getting a minimum policy so that you can leave the lot, and that's referred to as a 2550 policy, that means it's $25,000 for one person injured in the accident and 50 for the entire accident. Now, also that 25 means that's your property damage. And you buy a car that's worth $50,000 and you get in a wreck, you're only going to have 25 to go towards that loan. So you need to make sure there's enough money there. Now, second, you need to assume when you're buying a car that some knucklehead with either no insurance or a minimum policy is going to hit your brand new ride, and then you're going to have to pay for it. So how do we do that, Fuller? Well, you have this thing called underinsured motorist coverage. And if you have that, you need to make sure that that underinsured motorist coverage is enough to pay off your loan. If it's not enough to pay off your loan and you get hit by a pickle who can't afford to pay for, your car or doesn't have insurance, you're not going to be able to pay your loan. You're going to have a totaled car and you're going to be upside down on it. So the underinsured motorist on a 2550 policy is the first number. It's 25,000. So, Fuller, how much insurance should we carry? Well, ultimately, your attorney at law is going to say carry as much as you can humanly possibly afford. If you get in a bad accident, you're going to wish you had had the most insurance that you could buy. But, we can't always afford, that Cadillac prices on things. But you at least need to carry enough to pay off the loan so you're not upside down. And the two things you're looking for is that first number in the policy and making sure that first number on the policy is higher than your loan. And the next thing you want to look at is my underinsured motorist higher than my loan? Now, I know we have this thing called gap insurance, and if you want to do it, great, but you're setting yourself up to deal with two different insurance companies if you get in a wreck. I would prefer not to work with any insurance companies if I didn't have to, let alone two instead of one. So try to get enough insurance through your carrier, not somebody else's carrier, which is the gap insurance, to cover you 100% if something happens. Now, that's just a little legal advice from somebody who usually handles the back end of those cases when people get in wrecks and accidents and need help getting back on their feet. Now, hopefully you have not been in a wreck or an accident, and hopefully you're doing great today, but that is not everybody's lot in life. And if you need help with a wreck, an accident, an injury, any other legal issue whatsoever, give me a call. We'll bring you in, we'll work through your case, and we'll get you headed in a better direction.